You may start now.
A very good afternoon to our my examiner and also fellow candidates. Today, I as candidate will be illustrating with the situation given, which is young graduates face many challenges living on their own. What are some of these challenges? The points that I get is adjusting to the change in lifestyle. First of all, independent life. Graduates should be not depending on to anyone else, and they should train themselves to be standing on their own feet. As we know, when they were in universities, a lot of facilities were given to them by the university workers and the university peoples. So when they step out of their university life, they will be having a quite hard time to cope with everything that they should be doing by themselves, and all this while they were spoon fed by the university workers. So first of all, they should be independent. They should carry on an independent life. Second, graduates must be good in time management. As we know now, this time is ticking very fast, and every day is a total rush out for everyone. So graduates will face a lot of problem managing the time in each and every seconds, as in almost all of the jobs and the chores will be rushed into them at the same time. So they should be very properly managed, scheduled, and follow their timetable on their own. And when they have a leisure time, they should spend it in a more proper way. Third of all, the new surrounding will be freaking out for them. As we know that in universities, they were used to people around them, with their same age and studying together with them. When they step out of their life, they will be facing quite a culture shock to face people with a lot of genders, with a lot of colors and nation-wise, and maybe some of them are very new to this place. So in a conclusion, I would like to say that adjusting to the change in lifestyle is the best. Is one of the challenges that graduates face nowadays. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, candidate A. We move on with candidate B.
Good day to my mate examiner and my fellow candidates. Young graduates face many challenges living on their own. In my opinion, one challenge young graduates facing is finding affordable accommodation. In this technology world, living costs increase day by day. So young graduates who are freshers and workers who earning small amount or still finding a suitable job, finding difficulties in finding affordable accommodation. Moreover, the foreigners are capable to pay more than them. This is because foreigners prefer to stay cramped in house. Foreigners do not understand our living style and our living costs. But in their point of view, our currency rate is high, and they wanted to earn more money to get rich. Moreover, many of Malaysians prefer to work at Brunei and Singapore because the currency rate of Brunei and Singapore is higher compared to Malaysian currency. So, living costs in developing states such as Kuala Lumpur, Johor Bahru, which is near to other countries, is high. So, young graduates have problems in finding affordable accommodations in those areas. Moreover, Malaysian workers from Singapore and Brunei is willing to pay high compared to young graduates. Young graduates find problems in finding accommodation near to their workplace. In conclusion, I feel even they have everything, but young graduates who are freshers finding problems in finding affordable accommodation. Thank you.
All right, thank you, candidate B. Candidate C.
A very good morning to the board examiner and to my fellow candidates.
Louder, please.
Young graduates face many challenges living on their own, and in my opinion, one challenge that is faced more often is in choosing a suitable mode of transport. So nowadays it is very hard to get a transport because the cost of living has been very high, and day by day the price of transport is increasing. There are several transport that we can use. The first is car, but however, sometimes car can be just unsuitable because the price of cars is very high, especially in our country. And for young graduates who just graduate from university, it is a little impossible for them to buy a car, and because it takes at least several years for them to actually be able to buy a car. And the second suitable transport is motorcycle. However, even though motorcycle is a little bit cheaper than cars, but motorcycle is a little bit too dangerous and too risky, because if you fall, then you will hurt yourself badly because you are more exposed to your surroundings. So you are more prone to injury and you are more vulnerable. And then there is bus. Bus is cheap, affordable, and bus station can be found everywhere. It is easy with bus. However, however, the bus will take the furthest road they could possibly take instead of taking the shorter road. So it will take your time. Say if you need 2 hours and a half to reach a certain place, maybe with bus you will need like 3 hours or 4 hours. So the last one is train. Train is easy, but however, train do not cope with your schedule because sometimes.
Alright, time's up.
In conclusion, these are the reasons why I think it is hard to choose suitable mode of transport.
Okay, thank you. We move on. Candidate D.
As candidate D, I think the biggest challenge faced by young graduates is coping with the cost of living. This is because first, after they graduate, it is not easy for them to get a job since they have no experience of working. So it is difficult for them to cope with the cost of living since they have no income. So the next one is if they want to live on their own, they need to find a cheap and suitable accommodation. As we know, it is not easy for them to find a cheap accommodation. For example, even a room can cost hundreds ringgit in Malaysia, especially in big cities such as Kuala Lumpur. So some more, they need to concern about the electric bills and also the water bills. The next one is transportation. After they get their jobs, they need transportation. There are many ways of transportation. For example, they can go by bus, it is cheaper, or they can go by taxi, but as we know, if the distance is long, then the cost will be very high. If they plan to buy a car, then they really need a large amount of money, and also they need to concern about the fee of petrol. So in conclusion, I think the biggest challenge faced by young graduates living on their own is coping with the cost of living. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Candidate D.